Yes, you could see that, couldn't you? Knuckles all ashy. Yeah. Anyway. My stuff ordered out. Ooh. Oh, I. Oh, I. Oh, I. Got everything here. Theo, you know what? I was just thinking about you, Theo. Remember those? Wasn't you? Wasn't I supposed to be getting a leg or an arm or something? Friendly reminder. Yeah. Groovy, what's up? You in here early. Welcome to the brouhaha. And hopefully there'll be some ha ha ha. Yeah, there usually is. When Kamoyo and D Steez will pull up. It's always crazy. Of course you do, sir. I know you had a whole storm to worry about. Yeah, so that would make 3, and I will only have to get because you've got Photon and Commander Rogers. Okay, have to bear that in mind. So Photon, Commander Rogers, I can get Commander because I want to get that Commander Rogers, but yeah, I want to get that Commander. I want to get that Commander Rogers. Ms. Marvel. Mayo Kid in the building. Yes, hopefully you don't kill anybody, Mr. Magnus. Yes, I am well aware, Theo. I've seen it. I've had it in my hand at the store, and then I'm like, I'm gonna go in another direction this time. I got a few because see, I got some ideas right now I'm throwing around. It's like I want to use my figures and like recreate some classic comic book covers as well as some classic cartoon shows. I do not know. Well, I know y'all remember Spider-Man and his amazing friends, but these thieves are in the building. What up? I am looking at recreating some scenes from an episode of Spider-Man and his amazing friends. It was an episode called 7 Little Superheroes. And it had Doctor Strange, Namor, Captain America, and Shauna, the She-Devil, along with the Spider Friends. So, and I already got a chameleon head sculpt that I'm already getting ready to send out for. It's only like $10. So, and I'm gonna put that chameleon head on a different body, and we have our little scenario. I have everybody too because the Firestar figure comes with Miss Lion. Go Tiger in the building. Dre Mac in the building. Everybody pulling up today. Look at y'all. We already okay. All right, I see. Yeah, before we forget, let's hit those likes. Por favor. I'ma just dive right in. Paul Martin. Paul Martin's here. Oh my goodness. You're gonna love this, Paul Martin. This is gonna be a great show. I'm gonna bring back some memories for you, sir. You're going to be like, oh my goodness. I remember those. I remember that. But I don't want to get you too excited. Here's the thing. I may talk about some topics. Oh, Cold Tiger remembers that episode. Yeah, because at first I was thinking about just replacing Shauna the She Devil because they ain't got a Shauna the She Devil figure, but there is a Tila Masters of the Universe figure from the Masterverse line where she's a little more, shall we say, scantily clad. And that's the one, and and her hair is down too. So that's the one I'm going to use for my Shauna. Okay. Yes, Marvel Legends, if you are watching this right here, y'all need a Shauna the She Devil figure. Y'all need a Kazar figure. Y'all need a Kazar Zabu twin pack. How you ain't got no Kazar? And if you got Kazar, I got everything, action figure, everything in the Savage Land. You know what I'm saying? Got the Savage Land mutates, got Vertigo, got Sauron, but you ain't got Kazar. That's just weird to me. Kamoyo kids say Chitara. Chitara is not scantily clad enough for me. Shauna is basically running around in leopard skins, a leopard skin bikini. I need something in a bikini, and yeah, she ain't it. But anyway, see, y'all done y'all dragged me off the beaten path. What I was gonna get into is, and what I was saying before I started ranting or monologuing, I was going to mention that there are some topics tonight that I'm going to discuss that have been discussed on other platforms and other social media content providers' pages. What I strive to do when we discuss a similar topic, or I discuss a topic that's similar to what other people have been talking about, I try to bring a different angle to you. And one of those topics that I'm going to be discussing is see there, Theo, you just okay, let me see how much it is first. Oh, hell no, dog. No. Oh, no, dog. I'm gonna stick with the Tila, bro. I'm gonna stick with the Tila, bro. Okay, other suggestions? All right, let me see what this is doing. If it ain't, and I like that movie. Theo, bruh, I'm gonna stick with the Tila. I'm gonna stick with the Tila, fam. Grand Madam, hello. Cold Tiger, whoever. Anyway, it's enough of y'all here. Make sure y'all hit the like. Give me thumbs up. If y'all F with me, let me know y'all effing with me. Jacksonville, Florida shootings. I know that has been almost a week ago, and we have talked like a mug about it all over the place. It's been on our minds, it's been in our hearts. But I want to bring a different perspective, a different angle. Okay. We're talking about how heinous it is. We're talking about how horrible it is. We're talking about straight up pure hate. It's a hate crime. And does no one see the pattern that these shootings seem to take? Let me break it down for you, because this is going to be really easy for me. Someone is exposed to some kind of rhetoric. some kind of propaganda, some kind of poison that affects the mind. And it affects the mind in a way where that individual becomes radicalized for the cause. Okay? So much to the point where they are willing to kill others and kill themselves. Is there that much hypocrisy in this country where we cannot see how jihadist that behavior appears? I'm radicalized for a cause. I'm killing people. And when you come for me, I'm killing myself. Marinate on that for a second, would you? Think about that. Now, here in America, we got a bunch of shit to say about brown-skinned people who blow themselves up, brown-skinned people who crash planes, brown-skinned people who attach bombs to children and send those children in somewhere only to detonate that bomb. How is it we can't see the similarity in behavior? I was talking about this with somebody yesterday, and we was in 100% agreement. What's the difference between a Middle East bomber, a Middle East terrorist, and these terrorist mugs that's running around shooting up churches, shooting up schools, shooting up places where there's large groups of people, shooting up grocery stores? Grocery stores? Dollar stores. People are shooting up places where they know they're going to find us. And then when you go to these people's homes after they done killed themselves, you read all of this radical, crazy behavior they've engaged in. Now, if there was a rash of Middle Eastern people doing that, it'd have been some legislation enacted. It would have been some legislation enacted. Let me repeat that again. It would have been some legislation enacted. Let us, one of us, go in a white grocery store and shoot that hoe up. And then shoot ourselves. That's the part we can't get past. I can't get, nah, man. I love me some meat. Well, Terrell Owens, I love me some meat. I'm not getting ready to pop one in my head. No, not gonna do that. But that's where we're at now. And the powers that be on a state level ain't doing nothing. The powers that be on a federal level ain't doing, they talking. You hear a lot of talking about it. A lot of discussion, but what we think we should do, or what we think we should enact, and what possibly would be the best. How do we approach this problem? If you thought it was a problem, you'd have a way to approach the problem. The problem is the indifference. The problem is the apathy. The problem is IDGAF about white people killing African American people. They don't care. If they did, wouldn't something have been done about it? What are we talking about up in here? I know we're saying hi. I'm letting everybody say, hey, hi, hello, how you doing? But let's see what we talking about. My man Dre Mack say teach teacher. Respect. My man Theo say talk your talk. You know I am. Theo also said they also never go to the set. They always go and kill non-aggressive black people minding their business. Yeah, I ain't seen a mass shooting of Crips or Bloods or disciples or vice lords or folks anywhere by a white person. Yeah, you want to shoot people that's defenseless. You don't want to shoot people that could potentially shoot you back. That way, you wouldn't achieve your purpose that way. Come on, your kids say they see it. We see it, they choose not to. Exactly. We see it because it's happening on our doorstep. It's happening in our neighborhood. It's happening down a block from us. It's happening. Oh, I go to that store all the time. Is what I hear from people when I talk to people. I talk folks in Buffalo. It was talking, man, I go to that store all the time. I just didn't happen to be in the store that day, bruh. It and the apathy I have with it is a lot of that apathy is coming from radicalized conservative African Americans. Conservative African Americans don't think there's a big issue with racism in this country. They don't think the killing of Black people in their spaces is a huge issue. Because radicalized conservatives, no matter what color they are, don't give a shit about Black people. And that includes radicalized Black people who are conservatives. I know one personally. I know one personally. Let's move on. Graham Adams says there has always been domestic terrorism here in the US, but the public is always told it's not terrorism. That's a fact. It's crime. In reality, it's soft targets. Facts. I cannot argue with anything anyone is saying in the chat this moment. These things are off topic. Weird. I can't see Kamoyo Kid's comments. The last comment I see from Kamoyo Kid is we see it, they choose not to. Oh, and then he just put something in. So yeah, I don't know. What's up, Mr. Ray Smith? We are talking about the Jacksonville shooting and the apathy towards it and how they cannot see the similarity between what they call crime, which is actually domestic terrorism, as compared to someone in a Middle Eastern country who does the same thing and we call it terrorism. Yeah, Gray said they keep looking for soft targets. And that's what they're going to continue to do until, and I hate to say it this way, until we lay a trap. That's what's going to have to happen. We're going to have some folks from the NFAC or some Crips or some Bloods in church that day when one of them crazy fools roll up. You know, and I think, didn't I say it last week? We got our own army. We just need to find a way to show them that they are an army and organize them to do something besides sell drugs and kill each other. We got gangs all over this country that if they mobilized, if we found a way to mobilize them, you could mobilize them in like a couple weeks. And you'd have what my man Han say on Enter the Dragon, you would have a fighting force of extraordinary magnitude. That's exactly what, but I sound crazy now, don't I? Ooh. Anyway, come on, your kids, Diesel. I wondered that too. I couldn't see yours in an earlier live. I don't know. Maybe y'all in so many lives together, y'all cancel each other out. These Diesel say, still don't see him. I first noticed it on Dre Max stream today. Kamoya said, fixed it. Can you see me now? Okay. Anywho, as I said, I hate YouTube a lot, kid. They always fucking with my lives and breaking my shit and making me look like I don't know what the hell I'm doing when they just don't like it, brother. Okay. Hey, Keita. I am so happy that you made it this evening. Appreciate you, Queen. Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Go on and hit that thumb up for me, girl, and let me know you appreciate appreciate what I create. There we go. Okay, got to find a way to rhyme it. Okay. Long story short, it's not going to change until we change it. And unfortunately, the only way we're going to be able to change it is Alabama sweet tea party style. That's the only way it's going to change. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to be no different until we let them know officially we ain't going to put up with this. We are human beings too. We deserve to live. If you don't like us, stay away from us. Don't come into our spaces and try to kill us. You know, it doesn't make sense to me, and it never has. But at this point, I personally have stopped trying to make sense of it, because as somebody once told me, once you see the hypocrisy in this country, once you see the hate in this country, once you see the classism in this country, it's really, really, really hard to unsee it. And so then you look like that mug. You know what I mean? But I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like I'm a soft target, come get me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want me to start carrying my shit around. You really, really don't. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm gonna stop talking because this is recorded. I'm gonna stop running my mouth before I get in trouble. What we doing up in here? Okay. Gray said he's sick and tired of racism. People got a right, you know what I'm saying, to feel how they feel, Gray. I mean, as far as being racist, people got a right in this country to feel how they feel, but then they can't get upset about how what they feel and how they express what they feel makes other people feel, and then how they express it. Because see, after a while, folks gonna get tired of talking. They ain't gonna be talking no more. And let me shut up. Because every time I get ready to say something, I gotta stop and think, this is being recorded and people gonna see this again. And then something happened, they be like, oh yeah, he was on the internet, on YouTube, spreading hateful rhetoric and all of that crap. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be coined that cat. You know what I mean? So let me see what's going on. Alabama Tea Party style works for me. Cold Tiger said, works for me too. Kamoyo said, can't even frolic without having to keep an eye out. That part, you know what I'm saying? I was talking about that the other day to this partner of mine. It's like, we got to stay on a swivel 24/7. Screw that, man. You know what I'm saying? I got homies looking for land in the Caymans. I got homies looking for land in Costa Rica. I got homies looking for land in Africa. It's like this country, they need to see how much our presence in this country shapes it. Because they think it's just them. Everything the other man done got in this country done been handed to them, or they got it off the labor or the efforts of someone else. I won't say all things, but a lot of things in this country were not done by the people who take credit for it. Let's see. Graham Adams said, one of my favorite nephews is out of prison again. I'm safe with him wherever I go. I hear that. Come on, your kids say, I stay with my skibbity pap. Oh, you stay with the skibbity paps, bro. Hey, I'm ready when it jump off. You know what I'm saying? When it jump off, it just y'all tell me when and where to go with my stuff. I've been ready. I'm telling you, let's go is what I say. Didn't any of us boomers tell y'all to keep your head on the swivel at all times? Yes, that's the point, Grand Madam. I'm constantly told to keep my head on a swivel physically. I'm told to keep my head on a swivel socially. I'm told to keep my head on a swivel financially. Why we the only ones got to keep our heads on a swivel? I'm like, I need to go somewhere where I ain't got to swivel. And I done been a couple places on this planet. And there's some places I went where I was not swiveling, wasn't thinking about swiveling, wasn't dreaming about swiveling. And it was beautiful. But let me stop. Y'all go. I'm gonna go down a road that was not scheduled for tonight. Okay, Kamoyo said, I told my wife I won't land somewhere else, maybe 20 acres. Any of you can drop a cabin anywheres on the property. Kid, Nigeria, South Africa, Ghana, Gabon, and Kenya. 5 countries in Africa that's like black people from America. Come. You can come and you can come live here. You can come, you can have dual citizenship. You can come, set up a business, and there'll be, you can get those breaks that those Asian folks get here for setting up a business, and you can set up a business in Africa. Bruh, it's out there. It's just a lot of people, when it come time to stepping off that precipice and saying, I'm getting ready to go into the deep waters and I need to have faith that everything's going to be all right, they punk out. Me, I ain't got no problem packing up and dropping camp in Africa somewhere and building me something and telling, just like he said, and telling everybody, come on over, man. The water's fine, man. Ain't nobody over here mass shooting nobody. You know what I'm saying? We just kicking it, enjoying life, enjoying the good weather, enjoying the lovely everything. It's like I said, bunch of them. It might be Tanzania too, but I know for sure 4 solid 4. I know Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, and South Africa for sure, Gray. 100%, no doubt. Might be Tanzania, might be Gabon, because I know Ludacris just recently went over to Gabon, and him and his wife have dual citizenship here and in Gabon. So yeah, man, we ain't gotta stay here if we don't want to. You know what I mean? People are offering opportunity. Africa is just now getting to the point where they was like, damn, we left y'all over there. Our bad. Come on back. Come on back, and we'll try to make stuff right for y'all since we didn't come and get your ancestors. So you don't have to. You don't want to. You ain't gotta stay here. But let me stop because people are going to call me radicalized. You're crazy. You're nuts, buddy. You're preaching hate for hate's sake. Nah, I ain't preaching hate for hate's sake. I'm preaching what Malcolm taught. It's common sense. If somebody puts their hands on you, you hit them back. That's what I teach my children. Talk is talk. But when somebody put their hands on you, you got my permission to beat the brakes off their ass. And there ain't going to be no repercussions at the house. If you win. Straight up and down, man. Ain't no bones about it, baby. I keeps it a buck. It is some high winds today, y'all, in Anchorage. If my feed goes out, it's because, man, it's winds. They blowing. It knocked down a tree. It's high winds here. So if I go out for whatever reason, it might not be YouTube this time, but high winds. Anyway, let's see what y'all talking about. Paul said, I love y'all and hate to be a wet blanket, but evil is everywhere. I get that, Paul. Hate is everywhere. But it don't take no 100 years to figure out you're an asshole. It don't take 200 years to figure out you're an asshole. You see what I'm saying? And making it right or taking the steps to make it right. They don't want to give a brother land. They don't want to give a brother reparations. They don't want to give a brother nothing. And if you don't want to leave, fine, stay here. You know what I mean? But my thing is, if nothing else, if it's financially possible for you, do that dual citizenship thing. At least that way, if or when this country go tits up or decide we full out, we ain't hiding it no more, we letting y'all know how we really feel, you can dip. And you got a place to rest your head where you ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? But if everything cool with you and you cool with the hate here, then I. But yeah. Ain't no wet blanket to me because I've been. I've been to Kenya and I've seen it and I've experienced it and I know it's real. Yeah, it might be evil. There's mass shootings there, but them mass shootings is for a reason. Ain't just because I don't like the color of your skin. They mad for a reason. Anyway, I really am feeling like we should all move back. Theo, let me finish. Like dead ass. Imagine what that could be like, because honestly, we are the only people who don't dominate our homeland as other minorities do with all the stuff we want to have here. We can have over there. I mean, we can have it over here eventually, but you ain't going to see it in our lifetime, period. Nah, I see this young generation trying to be a little more open-minded and understanding, but unfortunately, there's still old Caucasian men teaching old Caucasian men lessons, and the younger generation is picking it up. Like you said, okay? They don't make no bones about it here, though. They hatred is stewed to a perfection. Mwah, bravissimo. Anyway, Grand Madam said, I really like Rwanda, but I think they are getting ready to pop off on the Congo again. So now Tanzania will be my choice to live out my life. And a beautiful choice it is, Grand Madam. Gray said, I got DNA from almost all of West Africa. Everybody's sub-Saharan, my dude. We're all sub-Saharan. They need a taste of their own medicine all the time. And that's what I'm saying, Cold Tiger. If we clap back the way they clap, if we acted the way they acted, if we did the things they do on a regular basis like they do them, there'd be legislation in place. If you could put legislation in place for us, why can't you put legislation in place for yourselves? I'm all up into the western side of the Bantu down to South Africa. Mine's is firmly in the Ghana, Mauritania area. So West Side. I'm a West Sider, even in that country, I'm a West Sider. What? Benin, Gray, let them feast then. Hey, that's what I say. That's exactly what I say. If we wasn't here, these folks would eat each other. It's a fact, man. Everything beautiful about this country comes from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Cinco de Mayo, Kwanzaa, Juneteenth, Hanukkah. Everything about this country comes from somewhere else. I mean, I get it. We've adopted traditions and things like that. But man, we gotta, bruh. Anyway, I think it was good for me to get my depressing topic out first. And so now the rest of the evening will be a little more happy. Joy. Yeah, let's do some joy. If you're digging what a brother's shoveling, hit the thumbs up and keep rocking. Please tell some folks about it. Tell some folks this live is going down right now, because I guarantee you're about to see some stuff you ain't seen before or you ain't seen in a long time. Oh, you like my AVX, Kamoya? Yeah, let me get that. Let me get a close up on that for y'all. Bam. I didn't mean to do that, but that just came out. Anyway, show of hands or in the chat. Who remembers Treasury edition comic books? Who remembers them great big old giant comic books that back in the day you could get for like $1, for like $2.50? Y'all remember them books? No? Okay. Well, allow me to provide a wee bit of assistance for you. Once upon a time, yeah, buddy. Y'all know nothing about this. Y'all know nothing about this. Them days was ages ago, come on, y'all. Well, let me take you back to yesteryear, my dude. Bam! What's happening? What's happening? Who know about that? Who knows about Marvel Treasury Edition comics? And do you still got yours? Yeah, man. Marvel Treasury Edition. That was the tits, wasn't it? Yeah. A lot of times they'd be reprints of comic books that were already out. Or it would just be a reprint of a story. Okay. Like this right here. Bam! Got another one. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. I told y'all wasn't ready. I told y'all I got stuff, man. I got stuff. You know what I mean? I got stuff out here. I'm out here. I'm in these streets. I'm out here. And what like Theo usually, my mama taught me how to take care of my stuff. Well, what's happening? And if we are in remiss, let us not forget that the second Marvel DC comic book team up occurred in one of these. Did I say second? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the second Marvel DC crossover. Oh, wait a minute. It is the first official crossover. So, if anybody can tell me what the first official Marvel DC crossover is, without Googling it, Wizard of Oz, I believe it was. Okay. And it was so good to them the first time, they did that shit again. I liked that they had Dr. Doom as the villain because Dr. Doom was like punking the Parasite in this book. Like he was the lackey. You know what I mean? And he was parasiting Spider-Man's powers and he was jumping on walls and things like that. Really cool. I really dug Treasury Edition. And this was my favoriteest Treasury Edition of them all. Giant superhero team up. I don't know why they call it giant superhero team up, because what it was a giant superhero fights, because they were all fighting each other in this book. They are in plastic, D. They are in plastic. Right there. Like that there. Now, I've done, see the wind picking up? You see that curtain? Wind picking up. So if I go out, don't be tripping. Yeah, this is the Avengers battle. Issue number 3, right after Hulk quit and joined up with Namor and they became like bad guys for a hot second. The Captain America Daredevil fight. Daredevil was pissed off at somebody, and Cap was doing like an exhibition match in a boxing ring, and Daredevil jumped in there, and here, I can show you better than I can tell you. Do, 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 do. See, Daredevil was pissed off for some reason. I think his girlfriend broke up with him or something. And Daredevil jumped in the ring like, come on, Cap, let's go. And he was giving Cap the business a little bit. You know, I hear everybody always talk about Cap will watch Daredevil, but in that story, Daredevil was giving him the business. DC, I ain't forgot. Y'all. I ain't forgot y'all. See, yeah. I'm a Marvel guy, but I don't 100% ignore DC. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So there are people, if you search real hard, because like some of these I've had and other ones I've purchased, but for the most part, bruh, these are really easy to get a hold of. Folks are like be tripping. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't want those. Here, if you want to buy them, go ahead. I don't care. Go ahead, do it, man. You do it, man. Just go ahead. And yeah, so I dug the Treasury editions. I did. What everybody talking about? I remember I never bought any. Shame on you, Diesel. Shame. Graham Adams said, I need one of those oversized comic books these days. I need a magnifying. Period. Period. Katrina took most of my collection. I just got one tub of comics. Now I'm rebuilding. Oh, I hate that. You know what? When I was young, when I was about 12 or 13, my sister tore up all of my comic books in revenge, and I had to start over from there. Well, not totally, but most of it I had to start over. So yeah, I totally get that. Paul Martin said, I have that. One was the first Wizard of Oz. I think it was. No, I think it was like in, I want to say 74, 75, something like that. Yeah. I never got the second one. My homie has the BS Batman versus Hulk one. That fight was poo. You know what else I have? La, la, la. Since we dazzling folks with stories, bam, there you go. There's the Batman Hulk BS that you were talking about. And in addition, Teen Titans and X-Men, and both of the Superman Spider-Man team ups. So yeah, I can keep my really big ones in plastic. I don't have to be reading them and putting hands on them. So yeah, exactly. If Batroc can give Cap problems, then so should Daredevil. Yeah, I say a good fight more than problems, because more often than not, Batroc end up getting knocked out. I mean, he put on a good fight. He's a Savati master, but yeah, he always ends up getting knocked out. It's his lot in life. Great. Matt Murdock. Cap, lack of coochie makes you brave. That's exactly what it does, because he was in there banging Cap. They fell down an elevator shaft and they was going for it, man. And then out of nowhere, Daredevil was just like, okay, I'm leaving now. But in Streets of Poison, when Cap was on that crack, he was beating the brakes off of Daredevil. Yeah, Crossbones does give. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. They always, you got to remember, they place other fighters on a pedestal while they pull others down. I don't know if any of y'all watched the anime Baki, but I had somebody approach me today and said they was in a conversation and they needed to get some advice. Do I think Baki could beat T'Challa? Like, because he said somebody who's in the Baki was like, oh, Baki, a speed blitz T'Challa and punch a hole in his chest. And I was like, clearly the person talking this shit don't read, Black Panther comic books. Never has. Just hate Black Panther for some reason. Because we all know Baki can't beat his daddy. He definitely can't beat T'Challa. Exactly. That's what I say, D Steezel. Different universes, different rules, because anime is so over the freaking top. So over the freaking top. And it's like, yeah, give us who rules we going by. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, totally. Theo, that's what I said. Why Baki? But you know, it's the internet and there's all kind of forums and threads and stuff out here. Shoot, we us and me and you and Diabolical, we in there in the comic spot, and I had a few comics conversations with some folks in there that's like they like DC more than Marvel. So rather than weigh, you know, and get a respect thread going and saying all the stuff this cat did and all the stuff this cat did, they just like, nope, he's my hero. He can beat yours. Who over the age of 12 does that? You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense to me. You know, I mean, if I see somebody who genuinely has more credentials, skills, respect, and abilities than T'Challa, I ain't no problem admitting that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like just beating the daylights out of my man, it ain't because of his skills. It ain't because of his vibranium weave suit. It's because he is a strategist and tactician. And most of the time, when he's in a fight with somebody, he's already 3 steps ahead of their ass. Unless it's Killmonger. Where the lie at? Like Superman versus Goku. Yes, D Steezel. Them anime cats won't let up. They won't let up. I mean, arguably, ain't Superman the story you patterned after in a way? I don't know. To me, it's like the same people who say Omni Man can beat Superman. What version of Superman? Let's do that. What version of Superman can Omni Man be? Um, you say, which is why I shun those groups. One Punch Man versus somebody. Do people not get that One Punch Man is literally the metaphor for OP hero? They don't get that? Batman versus Vader stays my least favorite matchup. How was Batman able to research Darth Vader? How was Batman able to research the Force? How was Batman able to research Sith Lords? How does Batman know to prepare? How can Batman prepare to fight a Sith Lord who he's never met, ain't seen them, don't know their parameters, don't know what they can and can't do? How can you prep for that? Yeah, I don't like that matchup either. I like the version where Batman gets killed, though, because that one makes the most sense to me. That part, D Steezel. Unless you Thrawn, unless you're that blue general with the red eyes. Nope. Yeah. Plot armor to the string called Tiger. That's exactly what it was. Okay, guys. I got a new toy. Well, not a new toy, but a new book. The Wakanda Atlas. Yes. From the Golden City to the mountainous Jabari lands, and even beyond space and time to the intergalactic planet Bast. This book charts Wakanda and its key locations as never seen before, with stunning new artwork by celebrated artists, alongside authoritative commentary, discover illuminating insights into the importance of these locales for T'Challa, Shuri, the Dora Milaje, and the wider Marvel universe. No, I didn't freestyle that. I read the back of the book. But yeah, not that I want to get like deep off into this because I just bought it the other day, so I haven't really had time to dive deep off into it. But I tell you what I dived deep off into and looked in the table of contents and could not find. I could not find hide nor hair of Bernine T'Chaka. Yes, the city that is all the talk in the current Eve Ewing run of Black Panther. So is Bernine T'Chaka just something they made up during that run? Or has it always been there and they just left it off maps because it was the hood? Grand Madam, for the most part, it is thorough, and I'm not bagging on it so hard because we like what 3 issues in to Eve Ewing's run. So how could they have put it in there? From what I can see, this book's charting, this book's cartography, this book's data ends at the end of the Ta-Nehisi Coates run, is what it seems like, because they include all of that stuff up until the Ta-Nehisi Coates run. So, sometimes we remember, sometimes we don't. And you know what I was thinking about? When are we going to see the supremacists again? Because they're in neighboring Azania, which is basically a comic book version of apartheid South Africa. When are we going to see them cats again? White Avenger, Voortrekker, Harrier, Barrier. Harrier and Barrier? Yeah, I think so. And Captain Blaze. When are we going to see them cats again? Or more accurately, when are we going to see T'Challa solo their asses again? We forget all about them. They ain't worth talking about no more. Is is that where we at with it? Yeah, let's take a look. Shuri's lab is a location. Interesting. Okay, page. Let's get to it. I don't waste your time on it live. I want to get to it. Get to it. The resurrection altar is in here. Naganda is in here. There it is. Azania. And there on the opposite page, you'll see the supremacists. Yeah, that's the South African superhero team that T'Challa washed with relative ease. And they look like they got like all the power of a junior Justice League or a Squadron Supreme at the very least. And T'Challa soloed their asses. Didn't need no help. Didn't need to call no Avengers in. Didn't need to call Thor. Didn't need to call Iron Man. Didn't need to call Sentry. Just took care of it. And of course, the Wakandan Embassy in New York. We remember that from Marvel Premiere, and when he socked Wendigo in the face and knocked him out. Yeah, they've got a few key locations. So it's a good. It looks like a good read. It looks 99.99% thorough. So we ain't gonna hate. Let's see here. What are we talking about? Gray said, I thought you was getting ready to say to kid. We don't do that here. Yep, they have been redoing the history since Mosey. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, we want what 25, 30 years of BP lore before we heard. Hey, we went what 25, 30 years of BP lore before we heard it door. Right. I get that. And that's why I said, Paul, I can let that slide because I, like you, understand that they are constantly in a state of revision. That's a good reference for story crafting. Yes, Gray. Yes, it is. I hope somebody who writes for Marvel or writes movies for Marvel takes their time and look at some shit like that. If the MCU did such a thing, bro, you know what? Gray, they actually have. I just got rid of it. That's how committed I am to not fooling with the MCU. I don't even want no MCU books in my house. You know what I'm saying? I got rid of that mug. I was done with it. I'm like, I'm good. Y'all gonna buy deuces. Add the supremacists for that Masters of Evil roster for T'Challa. Well, I mean, they could be like the Squadron Sinister, Squadron Supreme. Every time they pop up, they get beat up. You know what I'm saying? But maybe they're really effective in Azania. Bernine T'Chaka was in the Coates Run map. Come on, I'm still willing to give them a pass. I wouldn't mind writing a little update, sending it to Miss Eve, courtesy of Marvel.com, and say, Miss Eve, can you see that this gets in here? Because Evan Narcisse didn't put it in there. The Wakanda embassy was even in Earth's mightiest heroes. Yes, CGC, and welcome. I remember that episode. Hawkeye was talking shit and put some of the heart-shaped herb in his mouth. And that's where they said it's applied to the skin and not ingested. Also, that same method was seen in Panther's Prey, where he fights Solomon Prey. They applied the heart-shaped herb to him. But like we just said not 5 seconds ago, we are constantly revising. So what was true in a comic book one day can be 100% false the next day. So that's why, because it is an ever-changing, an ever-morphing medium, we got to stay up on it. This right here, I feel like like I said, 99% accurate. There's 1% of it that's way off. Paul Martin said, by the way, I think that book is published by DK Publishing. They have good books, the Marvel book, the DC book, the Star Trek book. Yep. DK Publishing all day. Kamoyo said, if there's a reboot, which T'Challa run would you like to see? A reboot cinematically? You want to make it right with me? Y'all need to start T'Challa's walk off in the Fantastic Four. That's where it needs to start. And you could include the Fantastic Four in the same movie with T'Challa's origin story. You could include Claw in the same movie as T'Challa's origin story. You could include Eric Killmonger in the same movie as T'Challa's origin story. You could put all of that in one movie and tell a very respectful origin story. Origin stories don't have to take up an entire movie. I've seen a hero's origin told in a movie in like 15 minutes. And that could be some flashes of a quick this and a quick that. And you done already said it's a connected universe. What will be the problem with seeing him watching the Fantastic Four? Because that will make the Fantastic Four look like scrubs. Well, then show at the end where they finally outsmart him and blah, blah, blah. So your great white family don't look too tarnished, you know? Wakanda Embassy was also in PS4 Spider-Man. Yes, it was. When Nightshade melted his suit, he had to apply as a salve. See what I'm saying? So there you go. CGC said the supremacists were like the all-star squadron in complexion, if you know what I mean. Yeah, they're from apartheid South Africa. Of course they would all have the complexion for the connection. Mario, what's up, my dude? The new Marvel RPG did T'Challa dirty. They took away his genius IQ. Well, won't be buying that. Won't be buying that at all. Yeah, they take every opportunity that they can to dumb us down. Every chance they get to dumb us down. Look here, y'all. It's time for us to take a little trip to comic and action figuresville. I am going to open up 2 action figures I know people want to see, or probably have already seen, but I'll just let you be surprised. But as far as new books, new stuff that I picked up, that is issue 2 of Blade, which will probably only be about 5-6 issues long. Uh-oh, the winds are blowing my shit around. I am going to have to close this window a bit. You can't be knocking down my Black Panther book. Am I talking to the weather? Can't be knocking my Black Panther books down. We ain't having that. We ain't having that. None of it. No. Anyway, yeah, Blade number 2. I have not read this book yet. I got a lot of weekend reading I'm gonna be doing because the wind is racist. Darn those frost giants. Yes. Stop it, you people. What do you mean, you people? There, I said it for you. And Ultimate Invasion number 3. I will be doing a video on this one for sure because I've been doing my Ultimate Invasion video. Don't nobody want to do no Ultimate Invasion videos with me. So, damn it, I can do it by myself. Have y'all been enjoying my Ultimate Invasion videos? If you haven't, say so. If you have, say so. Either way, say so. You know, I will keep doing the content and the things and the shows and the stuff y'all want to see. You know what I'm saying? Because this is by no stretch of the imagination 100% about me. It's just mostly about me. What my man say on Anchorman? I'm kind of a big deal. I had a friend who always says that. She loves saying that about herself. She's not conceited. She's confident. Anywho, though, real quick, pop quiz, hot shots. Y'all are always asking me questions. Remember Keith David? About how many different voice work projects do you think Keith David has done? Stop and think about that one for a second. Give that man his flowers. That man has done voice work for everything and everybody everywhere. CG, video games, cartoons. Bruh, give that man his flowers. At least, I would say at least 70. And I'm not exaggerating. I would say he's done 70 different voice work projects. Proud Family, Fantastic Four, 95, 94, 95, Fantastic Four, Spawn. He did Spawn in the Xbox video game version of Soul Calibur when Spawn was a guest character. Jeez, man, I can't even name them. They all popping in my head. He Gargoyles, man. The dude, I bet if he never acted a day in his life, he still had paper because of all of the voice work he's done over the years. When you got a voice like that, him and Kevin Grievous, that's how he pronounces it. I was on that live. That's what he said. I was saying Kevin Grievous for the longest. Kevin Grievous is what he said. Them two, man, they need to get together and maybe do some of his characters. I love to see some of that Wildstorm stuff animated. That would be dope, and him and Keith David do some voices. Oh, I'd be there for that. See what I'm saying? Hey, y'all, look at everybody going off. Oh, yeah, bruh. Keith David. I know a bunch of stuff he did. Yeah. Rick and Morty. He's the president in Rick and Morty. Bruh. That dude gets voice work. So that was just like a little side thing I wanted to do. Yeah, Gray. The Frog Princess. Or the Princess and the Frog. See, that man gets work. That man gets work. Not to mention the acting stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Keith stay busy. Yes, he does. Gargoyle Spawn. Gargoyle was the first show I noticed. Falsier. Plenty. Captain David Anderson in Mass Effect 1 through 3. Tony Todd, too. He's got that voice, too. Him and My Dream Project, Keith David, Tony Todd, Kevin Grievous, and what's his name? Kevin Michael Richardson. And Phil Lamar. That's my top 5 voice work cats. Right there. Put them all in the same project. I would love to see them all or hear them all in the same project. That'd be a beautiful thing. Yeah, Tony Todd has a great voice acting career. He does. What did y'all think of Andre Braugher voicing Darkseid? A little calm for my tastes. He was really calm. He sounded really tranquil, placid. He was very relaxing as Darkseid. He beat the brakes off of Superman, Supergirl though, or he gave him business. Oh yeah, Kari Payton, great. I forgot all about him. Yes, sir. That's my 6. That's my 6. Okay. He's been getting love on Twitter, aka X. Oh, okay. All right. The Arbiter in Halo. Ooh. Voiced the first full animated appearance of T'Challa in the 90s. Yep. Mm-hmm. The Black Panther shall stalk again. Yeah, man. Get goosebumps just thinking about that. Mario, you say you thought Clancy Brown was black? How many brothers you know named Clancy? No, Clancy Brown was the Kurgan in Highlander. Clancy Brown is the voice of Mr. Krabs on SpongeBob. Christopher Judge and Michael Dorn. Oh my goodness, Grand Madam, they just keep coming. Avery Brooks. How can I forget Avery Brooks? Man, Kyle Hawk. Yeah, all of them. I want to hear all of them in a voice project and let all of them do the voices. Every single voice. I mean, get some women in there to do the women voices, but yeah, all of them. Boy, I bet a studio couldn't afford all that voice work, all that voice talent in one project. Dark Side should sound like gargling gravel. Kamoyo, Michael Ironside remains my favorite Dark Side voice. Michael Ironside killed it on Justice League Unlimited. Yeah, I mean, his voice was calm, but at the same time, he had that Superman, you shall feel the agony. Yeah, that's what you need, Darkseid. When Darkseid sounds like he can sit next to your bed and talk to you, and you go to sleep, that's not a good Darkseid voice. Jeffrey Wright is good as the Watcher in what? Oh, they can't afford Jeffrey Wright. He got that Marvel money. Darth Maul's brother, Savage Opress. Christopher Judge as Apocalypse. The All-State guy needs it. Yeah, Dennis Haysbert. Do you know? I think I said it in Theo's live. Dennis Haysbert is the look and voice that Kevin Grievous pictured when he made Blue Marvel. So when you see Blue Marvel, think the All-State guy. Agree on Mike. Facts. Andre Braugher was a good Darkseid too. He was a good Darkseid, but there are better Darkseids. Frank Welker, in my opinion, was a better Darkseid in the Superpowers, Super Friends, the Superpowers team. The last one they had like in 85, 86, around that time. And Frank Welker, the one who does the voice of Megatron, he had yeah, he actually sounded like Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget. That's what his Darkseid sounded like. So Clancy Brown's Lex Luthor in JLU didn't sound like a brother. I didn't say that. I'm just saying, then Mr. Krabs sound like a brother. All the other voice work he does, he does a lot of voice work too. Women in my family thought Dennis is hot. A lot of people, women think he's hot. My omega beams will reduce you to ash. Yeah, that part right there. Are we ready for the action figure unboxing? Are we ready for that yet? See what Grand Madam said, Paul? In Waiting to Exhale, oh man, you couldn't go to the movies with a bunch of black women and watch Waiting to Exhale and not hear all that in the audience. Girl, his voice. Oh, you know what I'm saying, bruh? Trust me, I was there. I heard it. Okay. Like I said, are y'all ready for my action figure unboxing? Now, real quick, I wanted to get on my pedestal real quick because a lot of people say us folks that are pro recast are misogynists. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. I Stop it. If your backwards opinion of me makes you think I'm a misogynist because I know comic book canon and continuity, and that T'Challa wasn't dead when Shuri temporarily became the Black Panther. But I'm not gonna keep talking about that. These things are, I like the gray costume and the shortcut better. And that was also around the time when she was a chairman in the Avengers. So yeah, I 100%. I like that over the black costume. But that's just me. Y'all can rock with the black costume, whatever. However you want to do it. But bam! Now, right here, I'm about to tell you. This action figure right here is just filler. I let me go on record right here as saying, Marvel Legends, stop making action figures, and the only thing they got in them is a change of hands. What is that? You just gonna give me a change of hands and be like, yeah, this is dope. No, it's not. And that's, you look on the back here. That's all he's got, the build-a-figure pieces and a change of hands. It's Karnak. Why couldn't you have made like a big slab, put a big diamond slab in there that falls apart? You know what I'm saying? It's got like pieces that you can put together, like, like a Lego or something, and Karnak hits it and it falls apart. How hard would that have been to do? That don't sound like that would have been a stretch at all to me. But, they continue to have these figures where all you put in there is just the figure and some hands. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they've been getting lazy with it, Kamoyo. And I'm just like, fellas, help me help you, help your damn selves. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to do something about these lacking figures. You know what I'm saying? The Molecule Man. I recently got the Molecule Man. Same way. He had like, energy around his fist, but it's like, bruh, Molecule Man can do way more than that. Well, I wouldn't say so much it's the House of Ideas, because Hasbro the one that's getting, permission to rock the IP. You know what I mean? I like, here we go. We got. So I am actively working on this awesome Hulk. So here's two more pieces to that awesome. Ooh, that's gonna be a big Hulk, man. He's gonna be big as my other Hulk over there. That's pretty nice size Hulk. I hope he got some fists, fists to go with it. But yeah, for those of you that do not know, Karnak is an Inhuman. The Kree genetically experimented on human beings. Hell, who didn't genetically experiment on human beings in the 616? And you got Terrigen Mist. And Terrigen Mist causes sort of I don't want to use the word mutation, transformation in human beings. Kind of go into a chrysalis effect around them. And then when they come out of the chrysalis, there's something else. Your boy Karnak was not exposed to the Terrigen Mist. He just honed his body. He got a big old head. That's Karnak. He has the ability to find the weak point in any object or person and strike it. fistuses. Yeah. So while I am I'm not overjoyed, but while I am pleased that I have a Karnak figure to go with my Medusa and my Black Bolt, why we ain't finished Inhumans? Why we don't pay no attention to the Inhumans? Because don't nobody be checking for the Inhumans. Oh, T'Challa beat my man in like one panel. Twice. So if he can beat a high-level fighter like Karnak with ease, what's he doing to these other cats? There, right there, Theo, look, plastic. Plastic. They didn't even give my man the benefit of making his stuff cloth. Plastic. Plastic. I'm good with it. You know what I mean? I'm good with it. But here's the thing. I ain't really tripping on Karnak. You know, I set my expectations low. When I saw this figure, and strangely enough, this was the last one on the shelf. So people have been purchasing Karnak. Go figure. Maybe people are like me and they trying to put them an Inhuman set together. Because I could probably make a Karnak out of a Hercules with use a Hercules body and remove the legs and put Rentra's legs on it. You know, Doctor Strange's apprentice, the Minotaur, and put Rentra's legs on it. See how I get down? Okay, so if they don't come out with a Gorgon, I don't think there's a Gorgon figure, but I need a Gorgon, and I know there's not a Triton figure either. Triton might be a little more complicated, but I can figure out. I can figure a workaround for Triton too. Yeah, give me my Inhuman set like you give me my Avengers set. Give me my Inhuman set like you give me my Fantastic Four set. It's a whole squad. So give me the whole squad. Don't just give me one or two of them. But again, I understand people ain't checking for the Inhumans like that. And then it got even worse with that crap ass TV show. They said make your own accessories. I do. They'll tell you, CG. I make my own everything if I gotta. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no problem with it. But I'm working on a 3D printer and I'm about to make my own shit into overdrive. You dig? Paul Martin said Black Bolt was the only Inhuman I know that has fans. Karnak had a run in Marvel Knights. I don't know if you rocked with that, but he had a run in Marvel Knights where he came, to the regular world and he was putting hands on folks. And it was admirable. I mean, I like Karnak because Karnak's a fighter. And I can put Karnak in with my fighters for my, like poses and whatnot. And when we show Karnak doing things and So yeah, not in a lot of people's top 5. I'll agree with you there. Paul Martin say Lockjaw is the second most interesting Inhuman in my opinion. And they got a Lockjaw. I needs to pick that up too. No Crystal or Bolty's crazy brother. I have not seen a Crystal, but a Crystal is very easy to take another figure and customize. Her look is very cookie cutter. You know what I mean? Crystal ain't got nothing going on out of the ordinary with her that you can't just put on another figure. So yeah, I could easily make a Crystal, no problem. Same thing with Maximus. Maximus ain't got no distinctive, nothing about him. Just get a green and white outfit and throw Maximus on it. Really easy to do. Gray said that crazy. Yeah, that TV show sucked donkey balls for real. Karnak is one of the more fleshed out of the Inhumans. True. Fans like Lockjaw for different reasons. True. Black Bolt, Medusa, Crystal, Karnak are my favorite. Crystal always had a very generic yellow costume. Yes, she did. And it will be easy as pie to turn the yellow Zeo Ranger into Crystal because she wearing yellow and white. Easy. It's already there. You know what I'm saying? The look of it is already there. All you would need to do is pop a strawberry blonde head on it and a touch of painting, and you'd be good to go. So maybe I just gave myself an idea. Yay me. Crystal, yeah. Crystal. Okay, so that's Karnak. And we're gonna move on to the female action figure I'm about to unbox. Or should I say more accurately, unpackage. I have had my eye on that particular Spider Woman for a while now. And I have bagged her. And yet again, hands. That's all they gave you. Hands. Hey, but Theo, Keita said, do I have a Shuri? Do I have a Shuri? Yes, I have a couple of Shuris, Keita. I have Shuri with the Pum Pums. I have the comic book Black Panther Shuri. And yeah, I have those two. I was gonna get that one in the purple suit, but at the last minute, I kind of opted against it because I didn't want to do nothing for Wakanda forever. Yeah, and I am going to be I'm constructing a griot as well. The griot is on my list. I already got the figure in the head that I want to use. I just got to make it look like griot. So yeah, I got love for it. But anyway, Jessica Drew, this particular Jessica Drew, they using the Moonstone body. And that body got body. What am I saying? What Megan's body, yada. Yeah, she got some body. I'm like, dang, Jessica Drew, what's going on, girl? Really easy to open. Just peel that open like that. Open that up like that there. And I can actually put that back when I'm done. Yep, I like post-pregnant Jessica Drew. Maybe that's why she thick. Because she just had a baby. Maybe that's why she thicky Ricardo. Okay, that make a lot of sense. So, see, y'all think I'm playing. Y'all think I'm exaggerating. Bruh. Look at Jessica. Bruh. Look at Jessica here. Look at Jessica's thighs. Look at her hips. If I did some stop motion, I could probably do like a stop motion video of Jessica Drew twerking. Bruh. Jessica look like she got a little sister in her. Jessica look like she got a little woohoo. Look at you, girl. You done grew up. But I mean, ain't that what having a baby do? Don't it make you, you know what I'm saying? If you're a little skinny, scrawny thing and you have a baby, don't it put a little hip on you? Don't it put a little thigh on you? Little donka-donk, you know what I mean? So, yeah, much thicker than a Barbie, bruh. Much thicker. But yeah, I like the costume. I know y'all like, that ain't what you like. No, I honestly do like the costume. I do. I really do. I like it. It's a departure from that. I never liked that weird red and yellow one with the underwings. I never cared for it. It didn't scream Spider Woman to me. I guess that's the main reason. But this outfit here, I mean, it looked like they kind of drew on. I feel funny that my thumb is on her butt. Um, it looked like they drew from Drew. That was totally coincidental. It looked like they drew inspiration from Spider-Man's costume a bit there. But I mean, he's the original Spider dude, so why would you not draw inspiration from Spider-Man? You know what I mean? So we now have Jessica in the fold. You know, I might even pick up the African American Jessica drew from Across the Spider-Verse, because head sculpt. That's a good head sculpt with that fro. Thicker than Barbie, yes. Ray Smith said at Dee Diesel she was supposed to be Cage's wife until Brian Michael Bendis changed his mind. She would have been a lot more interesting and angry as Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones seemed like, especially on his run, she seemed like she was pissed off all the time. I'm shocked she fit back in there. Thought she was going to be like, no, I'm not going back in. I won't do it. I won't do it. And I'm going to put these hands back in here with this tape. And now they taped down. And Jessica is ready to go back into stasis. Back in the box. Boom. There. I'll take that. I hate they had these in there. Then there you go. Jessica Drew. And your boy, Karnak. Look here, y'all. Q&A time. Questions for me, comments, concerns, things you want to say, things you want to tell me, things you like to tell me. Now's the time. Get it off your chest, baby. Nada? No? Nothing? Nobody? Anybody home? Yoo-hoo! Twinkle, 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 little stars. And we gonna put Karnak away for a minute. Oh, okay. We got questions. I like those questions. Those are questions I like. Okay. All right. What we got here? Do you have a Monica Lynn? Keita, if they made a Monica Lynn, yes. But as it stands, I will probably have to make my own Monica Lynn figure. Easily done, though. Again, easily done. Not a big deal. I guess what head sculpt I want to go with is the dilemma. I don't know if I want to go with long hair Monica Lynn. I don't know if I want to go with Monica Lynn with box braids. I don't know if I want to go with Monica Lynn with dreads. I know I don't want to do 60s hairstyle Monica Lynn. That's whack. So when I figure out, because she's really easy to do, my thought process with it was to kind of look at some different like outfits she's worn over the years and try to find a figure that would, kind of fit with it. I could see me painting a Gwen Stacy figure and popping the head to make that look like Monica Lynn. But if she ain't got no future behind her, I don't know what to do. Anyway, Chiefs record this season. Bold prediction, kid. I believe that the Chiefs are going to the playoffs again. So they will have a playoff-worthy record. They will have a division-topping record. But some people are looking good, so I don't know how deep into the playoffs they're going to go. They have a seriously monstrous schedule. But we play the Bills, we play the Bengals, we play the Eagles, we play the Jets, we play the Dolphins, all who look nice this year. And I think we play the Steelers. I hope we don't play the Steelers because Steelers look real good. But yeah, I ain't worried. Um, Patrick Mahomes has a magical way of making mediocre receivers look like all-star receivers. So everybody always, oh, they ain't got no wide receiver number one. Oh, yeah, we do. He just ain't a wide receiver. He's a tight end. Anywho, I even dug that short-lived Spider-Woman Bendis Malieve run. You are a huge Spider-Woman fan. Collect all Monica Lynn figures and build your own Don McGregor figure. Huh. You got an idea there, D. Have to get back to you on that. What human level heroes do you think run the 40 in less than 3 seconds? Well, if they're human and run a 3-second 40, they ain't normal humans. Arguably, they are not normal humans if they run a 3-second 40. There's gotta be something at play. We just talk about regular exercise, protein, and carbs, and like that, like Daredevil running a 3-second 40. Are we talking like that? Are we talking like Shang-Chi running a 3-second 40? Like that normal? I don't think at all. Not 3 seconds. I give him 4, but 3? Nah. If you could write the eventual fade the two Americas are going to catch from T'Challa, how would you go about it? Okay. I think I talked about it in a different live. I would put Sam in a room, like a danger room, an exercise thing, something like that, in a room with T'Challa and say, remember that time in Wakanda when you was talking shit? Remember that time in the Impossible City when you was second guessing me? Come on in here, man. I'm about to give you a fair one. I dare you to come in a FUBU jersey this time. You know what I'm saying? And just beat him to the ground. Blood in his nose, blood in his lip. Like, now, Sam, you might call yourself Captain America, but I refer to you as Ham Wilson. Get on out here and make me a pulled pork sandwich. You know, as far as Steve Rogers, same thing, except I'd beat his ass publicly. The living legend of World War II would get these hands on Times Square. He'd get these hands up in the middle of Carnegie Hall or something like that, man. Or yeah, he need to be beat soundly. You know what I mean? It's like, man, you get all your benefits and blessings from Wakanda. You got the nerve to say some racist stuff to me. Get him up. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Paul Martin said, I think I meant to hit 4 on my keyboard. Okay. Yeah, bro. Because I'm like, man, 3 seconds. 3 seconds? Yes. That's that. They hauling. Um, okay. Triathlon? Nah, triathlon ain't doing a 3-second 40. He's enhanced. And I don't think when he was an Olympic athlete, he was running 3-second 40s, or he wouldn't have had to take steroids. Let me see here. Somebody who's like trained and conditioned. Night Thrasher. I believe Night Thrasher could run a 4-second 40. Who else is not enhanced? I mean, I would say Matt Murdock, but I don't. Matt Murdock's forte is not running. I mean, he can run, but I don't think his forte is running fast. You know what I mean? Midnight Fire. Midnight Fire could probably do a 4-second 40. Because see, I'm trying to think of non-powered black characters. You know what I'm saying? Because realistically, ain't no Caucasian folks beating no African American folks running by and large. You know what I'm saying? A Caucasian person run against an African American person. I got the African American person winning 9 times out of 10. You know what I'm saying? And that one time the Caucasian person win, the brother gonna be a nanosecond behind him, at a second behind him. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yes, triathlon can run 102 miles an hour. Enhanced. Enhanced. You see Dwayne, yeah. Shang-Chi. Maybe. Batman. Okay. Possibly, yeah. Possibly. If you do it barefoot. Because I know they had Shang-Chi walking around all over the place with no shirt and barefoot. I'm like, what is he? A crip? Why does he not have a shirt on? So is that all true? But I was never scared of Vic when my Bears had Urlacher in his prime. I'm gonna leave that right there, Paul. I'm gonna leave that right there, bro. Oh, Cornelius. You walk in here with the cheese response. Goliath can do it in one step. Oh, you understand the assignment, Cornelius? No, that's not it, bro. That's not it. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I get any more memorable questions for me? Any more interesting questions for me? Anything you think I'd like to field? Anybody? Any place? No? Okay. So I can assume that from the lack of response, I'm gonna give you 2 seconds. 1,000, 2 1,000. Okay, I can assume. Great. Just in the nick. Am I going to review the Marvels? Well, great. I make it a rule not to review a movie that I have not seen. That being said, the Marvels is an MCU property. This guy right here, not giving Disney or the MCU any of my money or any more of my money. That being said, if somebody won't pay my way, if I decide to look it up, you know what I mean? Anyways, Are you wearing Chiefs gear next week? Paul Martin, I think I am going to do my live on a different day. Simply because on Thursday, I don't want to do a watch and have y'all looking at me screaming and hollering for 2.5 hours. So I can't live stream a football game as far as I know. So that night, I will probably not stream. I will probably come at y'all in my Mahomes jersey, or maybe even a vintage jersey like Christian Okoye or Len Dawson, and just give y'all a pregame. Before the day before the game, maybe, hopefully, maybe Theo would be willing to swap days with me again, and I could get that done like that. So, yeah. Cornelius say if the Lions, but hey, on any given day, Cornelius, man, I'm not looking for that to happen. However, it's in the cards. And the Chiefs play what I like to call heart attack football, because they be stressing a brother out. They either break out to an early lead and either piss it off or let the team catch up and then do some last minute antics and win. I mean, that makes for great games, but bruh, I don't mind seeing you stomp the shit out of a team at all. Go ahead and beat them 38-3. I love to see that. You know what I'm saying? Or what ends up happening, they'll be behind. Be like 2 or 3 scores behind, and then third, fourth quarter start that, you know what I'm saying, doing what they do. While that is fantastic to see, that is stressful if you're a fan. you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, they about to lose, and then they win. That messes with the blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? That have a brother like, you know what I mean? So yeah, real talk, man. I mean, I love that they winning, but the way they doing it scares the crap out of me sometimes. You're going to review Ahsoka. Would y'all like me to review Ahsoka? I just watched the 3rd episode. I can review it. If y'all want me to review it, I could do it like a 1 through 3. And, if that's what y'all want to see, sure. I rock with Ahsoka. I mean, Rosario Dawson understands the assignment. You know what I mean? She's a nerd at heart, so she respects all things nerdy. I get that, and I love that about her. If y'all want to, yeah, I could do a Ahsoka review when the series is over. Oh, that's even better, D. Yeah, I could totally do that. Lion, yeah. Wear your Dave Craig jersey. Mario, I'm going to ignore that, sir. F the Lions is what Paul Martin says, because Paul Martin is a Bears fan. Just like I say F the Raiders and F the Chargers. You know what I mean? And the Broncos to that effect. So yeah, I totally get in division rivalry. Sounds like the 2000. Yeah, heart attack football. Alaska is the Seahawks market, right? Paul Martin. A lot of Alaskans are Seahawks fans by proxy, but to me, that's kind of phony, because I'm going to be a Seahawks fan because I'm a Seahawks fan, not because that's the closest damn city to me. Kansas City ain't the closest city to me right now, but I'm red and gold till I'm dead and cold, baby. Please believe it. There are also a lot of Packers fans here. There are a lot of Vikings fans here, and a lot of 49ers fans here in Alaska. Those are the 4 groups of fans, and the Chiefs. Those are the fans I see here the most. And then there are a lot of native Alaskans here in Alaska. So their default team right now is the Chiefs. It used to be the Redskins, but now they calling them the Commanders. So a lot of, Native Alaskans, indigenous Alaskans rock with the Chiefs. Ahsoka is way more interesting than the current Marvel schlock. I agree. F the Steelers and Bengals for me. Okay. Ravens? Browns? Mario? Ravens or Browns? He said Ravens. I like Lamar Jackson. But what they doing with him? Ahsoka is Rebels. Shut up, Siri. Niners. Okay. Cleveland Brown. I'm Mr. Smith. I knew you was a Browns guy. I like Rosario as night nurse. Even though the night nurse was a blonde white lady. That's a color swap nobody said nothing about. Bears, D. Steezel. D. Steezel said, word, I'm in Wisconsin and I always hate the Packers. Different strokes, baby. Different strokes. Yes, Lamar got paid, so he won't hurt his ankle this season. Ravens will make the playoffs. New offense for Lamar, giving him Peyton Manning control over the offense. D. Steezel. Okay, I love. Do I got to do a video about the night nurse, y'all? Okay, I hate to be the one to tell y'all, Claire Temple is not the night nurse. She's not. Claire Temple is not the night nurse. Claire Temple, they just thrust her into a night nurse position. Claire Temple was Luke Cage, one of Luke Cage's lady loves. I know we know, but these will put Claire Temple in the comments. Where do you live, Steve Steezel, so I can come throw cheese curds at your house? Gracie, I was a Giants fan. Those 2 Super Bowls versus the Patriots. Usually, if my team don't make it to the Super Bowl, I'll rock with the division. But when the Patriots was going to the Super Bowl left and right, that's when I was pulling for NFC squads. Because them Pats, they didn't acquit themselves well with me. These was of the devil. Yes, Bill Foster's ex-wife. Yeah, she is not the night nurse. She is Bill Foster's ex-wife because him and Black Goliath, Luke Cage and Black Goliath squabbed over her in Luke Cage's comic. That was back when Black Goliath was rocking the midriff with the pimpy villain collar. I don't know who the fuck designed his costume. Him and Tyrock, cats who drew comic books, they were horrible at designing costumes for black characters. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And that's sad when the best superhero costume on a black person in the 70s was Jon Stewart. Who says F the Steelers? I hope we whip your team resoundingly. Who said F the Steelers? Oh, I can go back up in the comments. I can tell you exactly who said F. Somebody said F the Lions. That was Paul Martin, and I know he'll stand by his. Your boy Mario said F the Steelers. Oh, he ain't scared. He ain't scared. He ain't scared. He said F y'all. Ray Smith, yes, issue 2425. Yes, you are 100% correct, sir. That is when they had the vigorous disagreement. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Well, since y'all plotting meetups and y'all talk about throwing cheese curds at people's doors, I'm going to leave y'all to plot y'all cheese curd attacks and y'all drive-bys and flip-offs and all of that. We said about to make tenders. Okay, y'all. It's about to get ugly. It sounds like it's getting ugly up in here, and y'all are squaring up. At least verbally, it sounds like y'all squaring up. So I will leave y'all with this thought while y'all are bickering in the chat. If you wanna be the best, you gotta beat the best. So, that being said, there's a lot of teams out there that look good, that look really effing good. I ain't no nut rider, but the Steelers look good. I ain't no nut rider, but the Dolphins look good. You know what I'm saying? And the Chargers look like they are prepared to try to give us a run. We'll see. I ain't gonna sleep on Browns. Look good too, Mr. Smith. I ain't gonna sleep on them. I ain't gonna sleep on them at all. But look here, y'all. That's it for now. I got a hot meal waiting for me downstairs. So I appreciate y'all. Cornelius, Paul Martin, Gray, Kamoyo Kid, Mr. Smith, Theo, D. Steezel, all the usual people that rock with me. Thank y'all for making my lives live. I will be coming at y'all with another one of them other ones, yo. And until I do, y'all be good and be good to each other. And y'all go ahead and keep on talking about each other's football teams. Cheers!